I say pray for your leaders. Pray for your kingdom leaders, whether male or female. Pray them up. When you see someone fall, do not gloat about it, because you too can fall into the same boat. The Bible said, he that thinks he stand, take heed lest he fall. I am telling you, and a lot of persons may say, oh, I believe in these things. When it comes on to speaking about witchcraft activities and so on, they exist. It's not only in Haiti, it exists in Jamaica. And a lot of persons die, and it is under circumstances that are questionable. And I'm telling you, witchcraft is behind it. No. If there's any book that you should buy, it is a book that is called The Pitfalls of the Prophets, or Prophets, Pitfalls and Principles. One of the greatest Jamaican evangelists that ever came on the scene in Jamaica was Bishop Errol Hall. That man caught the place on fire, me I tell you. Whichever crusade that he was hosting, is like the place was lit. And guess what happened? The demonic forces, the witches and the warlocks, they were not happy with the ministry that this man was doing. He was delivering people, he was helping people, he was causing persons to become knowledgeable of spiritual matters. And guess what they did? They sent a Delilah. They sent a Delilah for Bishop Errol Hall. And he was caught off guard. And he ended up in a relationship which resulted in with a child being born outside of his marriage. And many persons said that he will never be able to do ministry again. They gave up on him. They gave up on him. And that's why I'm saying, pray for your leaders, because they are under the most attacks. The persons who are the most potential, they are the ones who are under the most attacks. So when you see them and you see them rising, just pray for them. Because there's something called the humiliation ritual that is done in the demonic realm against people, whereby they are set up. They are set up by these demonic forces to be embarrassed, and for their character to be assassinated, so much so that no one listens to them. All that people listen to would be the negative side that they have heard, and therefore they blacklist them and do not listen to them. So there is an attack against people's character. If the devil cannot kill you, what he will do is to destroy your character and make your credibility of nothing, of none effect, of no substance. Right? And that's what happened to Bishop Errol Hall. He had weaknesses too, right? Just like anybody else. Our leaders have weaknesses. They do. I do. You do. And so, do not cast aspersions. Do not join the line of character assassination, because it's even in the church. It's if you're gonna go to an assembly because of people, it doesn't make any sense, because we are the church, right? If we're gonna go to an assembly because of people, it's not gonna make any sense, because a lot of people in the church are still hurting and still need deliverance. And if it is that you follow, and can I say that a lot of witches and some warlocks are operating in the church, but the wheat and the tares have to grow until the day of harvest. But I am telling you that these things exist. But guess what? If you have an open door, that is how they come in. Let me tell you the open doors. The first thing that these evil people do is to look into your bloodline. Because in every bloodline, there is somebody assigned to carry on the curses or to be the one who is activating demonic altars from the ancestral powers. There's always someone who is chosen in the family to carry on all those ancestral rituals and witchcraft and so on. So what they do first of all is to look into the bloodline to see who is it that they can enter through. It can be an aunt, an uncle, a grandmother, a grandfather, a cousin, a sister, a brother, and they come through the bloodline. If it is that there are sicknesses in your bloodline, they try to use sickness to mask it off, to say that you died of this sickness and died of that sickness. But I'm telling you, if it is that you're really covered, or it is that you have totally sold out yourself to God, if there are no open doors, there's no way they can come in. Another open door is fear. One of the greatest weapons against Christians and kingdom warriors is the spirit of fear. So they are quick to notice the spirit of fear, and they're quick to notice the glory that is on your life. But if they notice fear, they can attack your life through fear. That's why it is said in Psalm 23 that I fear no evil. If you fear evil, evil will attack you. Job had that experience because he said, the thing I feared has come upon me. So he feared, and the thing he feared came upon him. So I'm telling you about Bishop Errol back in the day when he fell, and the whole of Jamaica lambasted and blasted him, because how could he, as a man of God, fail like that? And it's just because we do not look at the open doors that we have. Open door number 3, lust. You can have lust and you don't even know you have lust. Do you understand me? You can have lust and you don't know that lust is inside of you. You desire a partner and you're lonely, right? And you want a one hug up, you want a one knock, because you're feeling lonely. Lustful spirit, you're desiring to have a relationship, and even if that relationship is outside of God, you pursue that relationship just the same. So as I said, they go through the bloodline, right? They attack you if there's a spirit of fear, and if there's lust, right? And there are other open doors. There is an open door of ignorance. If it is that you do not know, you don't know scripture, you don't know spiritual warfare, these are some of the ways that the enemy can come in and knock you over, because you do not know spiritual warfare. There are a lot of things to learn. I'm still learning, because some of the attacks that I have encountered in this life is because I was ignorant. And in the demonic realm, they have something they use the third eye, and they also use something called mystic eye, where they can see things. So they can see the glory on your life, and what they try to do is to steal the glory from your life. So they may invite you to a restaurant to just have a casual dinner, and you don't realize that is a means of exchange, just a means of establishing a covenant. And it seems stupid, but to those who don't know spiritual things, you can move right along. That's fine, because spiritual things will seem as if it's stupid to you. A lot of persons have lost their glory because of just having dinner or just having a meal with someone, and you don't realize that there's an exchange that happened. One of the greatest ways, away from feeding you, because sometimes they try to feed you in your dreams, and there's also feeding you physically, right? These are some of the ways that a covenant can be established. The other way that a covenant can be established is through sexual encounter, which is one of the greatest ways in which your glory can be stolen. This is part one.